IIT Patna to address the audience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Respected panelists on the dais, respected Sri Atul Sinha, members from industry and dear audience. It is my privilege to speak in front of you on behalf of IIT Patna. Although IIT Patna is a relatively new institute, it was established in the year 2008, and I have been associated with this institute since beginning. Prior to this, I was at IIT Kharagpur. I will share my personal experience when dealing with this young minds at IIT who are supposed to be the best in the world. What I have felt that now the students, the BTech students, they don't want more of theoretical stuff. They want to develop something by their hand. Whatever they have learned in first year, second year, they want to develop something which is working, which you can see, which you can view, you can visualize. And at that point, I personally as a faculty was stuck how to nurture their innovation, how to support them, because IIT being a government organization, we have limitations in spending, and in that direction, the step taken by central government, that is Ministry of Information Technology, and definitely from Ministry of IT, Bihar government, that they are supporting this incubation center at IIT Patna, will definitely help these students, these young minds, to realize their dreams. See, what happens that generally incubation involves innovation and entrepreneurship. And innovation, the key word is catch them young. Because when they grow, the risk-taking capability becomes less. When they are young, they can dream to lead their project. Now, if this incubation center is set up in IIT Patna, students right from the first year, they can come, they can try their idea, and when we feel that, yes, it has sufficient technical stuff, there will be an ecosystem where their innovation, their ideas will be valued by mentors from industry, from R&D organizations, that yes, whether this is acceptable to them or not, whether it will be marketable or not, whether it will be self-sustainable or not. Every point there will be a check. Once they pass through this check, we will have business mentors from industry, from government agencies, who will make a plan for them, business plan for them, so that they can realize that, yes, this has a marketable potential, it can be sold. There are takers of their ideas in the industry, and then we feel that in a span of 18 months to 24 months, that is maximum 2 years, they will prototype their product, and with the help of angel funding, with the help of industry, with the help of government, they can go for startups. They can make a small enterprise, and then only we can beat China. See, in China, why they are way ahead. Even a small country like Taiwan, they are way ahead. because they believe in their potential and they believe in production of their ideas. In India, we boast about our HR power. Everyone is speaking high about that. But what we are doing? We are serving to outside world. Right? Because we don't have any production, we don't have any system where your ideas, your innovations can be realized. So Government of India, and I am thankful to Government of Bihar, who are thinking to make these ideas of young minds, young brains of India to a reality. As a faculty, as a mentor, I always feel that these IITians, not even IITians, the students who are studying in different engineering colleges of India, they have enough talent. Right? So from the beginning, if they are cultured, if they are nurtured to realize their ideas, definitely more companies like Tejas will come. More companies like Infosys will come. Right? Indian MNCs are very few. But we believe in ourselves. If we set up a model like that, definitely there will be many more to come. As far as Incubation Center IT Partner is concerned, what till now we have thought of that this is open to audience, students, that in the areas for incubation, what we are thinking right now is based upon our capability and strength in IT Partner is ICT for intelligent transport system, satellite multimedia communications, healthcare, and of course e-governance. Second one is telemedicine, because India has a very poor doctor to patient ratio. And definitely this telemedicine is going to help to reach these medical facilities to the rural part of our country. That's why we are taking thrust in the case of telemedicine. Definitely wireless technology for rural medical applications that we have adopted to help rural people. Device portability for medical diagnosis, biohazard sensing and machine diagnosis. We have faculties from top universities like MIT, Maryland, who have expertise in this area, and we would like to leverage on their expertise to have incubation in the center. And of course, areas relevant to this region of the country, we can work closely with Bihar government, we can work closely with the local community to understand what the problems, and that can be thought of, innovated, and that can be incubated at our center. Then this is technology readiness level, this is followed throughout the world, that generally from TRL to TRL 5, it is done in academia. Here academia, and from TRL 5 onwards to TRL 9, it is done in industry. So here we need a synergy between academia and industry. And IT Partner is looking forward to all from the industry. We are open to have collaboration so that this incubation center will be one of the best in India, and of course in years to come it will be one of the best in the world. So this, as you see that R&D in academia, that is very much, because generally we say that where industry people stop thinking, where their thinking ceases, academia, R&D people in academia, they start thinking. We think what is required in coming 5 years. Industry generally they work what is required at the moment, maybe 1 or 2 years. So there synergy between academia and industry is very important to have a good success model for incubation center. Now coming to this ESDM, that is Electronic System Design and Manufacturing Sector in India, there are three stakeholders: government, then academia, industry. Government has definite role to play, like is branding India in manufacturing, because we are doing a lot of import, and it has been observed that the electronic equipment, so products what we are importing will exceed in 2020 the oil import. So there is a great need for our manufacturing, boosting this manufacturing sector. This will create job, definitely will reduce this FE outflow. Academia definitely will encourage this entrepreneurship among scientists and engineers. We are spending a lot in setting up world-class labs in different departments, but that lab can be utilized for academia as well as to marketing. Definitely academia will involve in patenting and licensing. Industry has a role to play for IP development. They can help for startups, technology-based enterprises. Then definitely we are looking forward for funding. As the funding is concerned, I will just mention one incident. Recently I visited the Stanford Biodiversity Center at AIIMS. This Stanford Biodiversity Center is being established in close cooperation with Stanford University, All Institute of Medical Science, New Delhi and IIT Delhi. And to my surprise, when I visited that place, and I came to know that that center is able to have 42 patents in 8 years in the area of medical devices. And companies like Siemens, HP, Johnson & Johnson, they just want those IP to be used for the product development. So when I saw that model there in AIIMS, I believe that yes, we can really do. That is the innovation center for medical devices. So funding, definitely we are looking for angel funding as well as from industry. Then definitely we need an ecosystem where all the stakeholders will have this localized ecosystem. At IT Patna we are aiming for this world-class infrastructure which will always have a environment, ambience to nurture this innovation right from the concept to the product level. And that product should be marketable not in India, it should have mass production, it should be marketable throughout the world like Chinese are doing, Taiwanese are doing. Then definitely we provide all the services that Innovation Center IT Patna is required to become a successful entrepreneur. There will be mentors, there will be sales consultants from industry and academia. We all campus resources are available to them. Then we have business and product guidance because a young mind, they need a lot of help. As mentioned by one of the panelists that we need a lot of help. All type of help, that business and product guidance will be given. We will do this market survey for them, whether whatever they are thinking, whether that is marketable or not. Patent is very important part because we have to see that if something you are thinking of, whether it has already a patent. Because if it has patent, some issue will come, it is already patented. So patent search will be done. Then there will be a lot of reference. We will be given this administrative support, and definitely accounting will be part of this incubation center. So what we are looking for, admission in incubation center at IT Patna, definitely faculty members will be one of the stakeholders. Government agencies associated with research and innovation with IT Patna. External entrepreneurs, they can be from any part of India. We will definitely love to have people from this region of country who would like to be mentored by IT Patna. Students and alumni, IT Patna's R&D partners, they will be found a sponsor of R&D and consultancy projects, and IT Patna's partners universities having R&D collaboration in place. We have till now 9 very active participations, collaborations with foreign universities in IT Patna. Students from IT Patna, they visit those universities in their summer. They are there for 3 months, and when they come back, they continue mostly on the work they have done in these foreign universities. Thank you, and for any question, I welcome after session over.